I guess like what we want to know is like, what do you do in the development of Roller Champions? What does it mean to be a community developer?
Okay, so yeah, I'm a community developer, which means I'm the one in charge of helping build the Roller Champions community. I work mostly with community managers. They are the one like answering players on from our social media account. So my tasks are mostly centered around communication, community listening, and player feedback.
Oh, that's cool. So you're
Yeah,
so you're
that's the
like
best
so
job.
you kind of like you're on the social media end now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay. And
So anytime there's anything Roller Champions on Twitter, it's either you or you know about it.
Yeah, I definitely know about it, and it's my team. Yeah.
so what brought you to work on Roller Champions?
I would say it's probably my interest in competitive gaming. I was previously working on Rainbow Six Siege. You probably know about the game for about a year. So yeah, when I heard of Roller Champions, I immediately like fell in love with both the game and the team. So like really, it feels amazing to work with the other Roller Champions dev. I mean, it's so obvious that everyone like here is passionate about what they do. So we're having a lot of fun while developing the game. It makes like every working day super enjoyable. Yeah, and I think it's kind of somehow reflects on the final product. So yeah, it's both the team and the game, I'd say.
Cool. Just a quick little question. Like you were talking about how you like the team. Who is the best player out of all the dev team? Like I know you guys have probably played a ton together. Like who's the best?
I think that it's probably one of our two gameplay programmers, Jonathan Heave and Aurélien Simoni. They are both like really good, obviously, kind of because they kind of program everything, so they know
Sure.
all about the better way to go and like all those tricks. So yeah, I think they are the best from the dev team. If you ever want to face them, yeah, they will give you a good challenge.
Oh, I would love to.
I would love
Yeah.
that. Moving on to like the whole pre-alpha. What was the like a main pushing point when you guys decided, hey, let's give this pre-alpha to the people at the announcement? Like what was the driving force? Like did you just want to get it like to as many people as possible, just spread the word?
It was both spreading the word super important, but we also believe that it was kind of the time to reveal our games to players. I mean, we've been in development for so long, and we're like, okay, we want to get actual like feedbacks, their feeling about the game, because we had so many questions just in terms of design, gameplay that kind of need to be answered before continuing the development. We're not stuck, I would say, but there was definitely like some point that we wanted to make sure that player were kind of enjoying. So we thought it was the right opportunity, like just to get feedback. And yeah, from that we got way more than expected, and we've been really hard at work since then, just continuing the work and implementing the feedback we got from the community. So that was really the main point of all of this. We just wanted to make sure that player were kind of enjoying what we have worked so far on.
That kind of segues like perfectly into our kind of next question that we had set up here. Like, what of the feedback that you kind of saw, what stood out to you guys the most?
I'd say Dodge's OP was kind of
yeah,
a big problem. So yeah, it was really a priority for us to kind of find a fix for that. I believe it was really one of the first feedback we have addressed. In fact, we kind of created a GIF just to like show you
Yep.
guys what we find of solution. But yeah, that was a really like problematic, I'd say, one. So yeah, we're kind of happy with how we kind of tweak it. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I think that's that's addressed in a smart way.
I know there's like goal setting was another problem.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that one too was one of our other priority, I would say. And if I might say it's fixed now, in a creative way, if I might add. I cannot like give you the details, but
course.
yeah, this one is fixed. It was definitely a big problems too.
That's
So
good to
yeah,
hear.
we're happy with how we kind of fixed it, that one.
I can't wait
And
to see
the
it.
yeah, we're super excited to show you guys. The other feedback, yeah, that I can think of was maybe like more depth in the defense tactic. That's
Yes.
really something that
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
that people wanted, and in team play. So yeah, I cannot like give you the details of that, but those two have been addressed since then. We're super excited to show you what we've come up with, and I hope you guys will like it. It's coming really really soon, but I cannot like give you the exact time just yet.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just happy to know that there's gonna be like defensive play styles
Aspects.
now. Like, it's
Defensive aspects.
the pre-alpha just seems so offensively heavy. It was very hard to like once people got
Yeah.
momentum, it was very hard to stop them.
Yeah, it was a bit unbalanced, I'd say. So yeah, the
Mhm.
defense now has more, I'd say, opportunity.
One of the questions floating around from a lot of people who participate in this pre-alpha, looking in the future, is like, will there be like a specific reward for people who play in the pre-alpha, whether it be like some sort of cosmetic or something, to celebrate, like, hey, thanks for playing our game early, thanks for giving me all the feedback,
So I can tell you, like in exclusivity, that there will be a reward. I cannot tell you what it will be. We can want to keep the surprise a bit like longer, but we definitely want to recognize you like in games for what you all have brought to us in terms of feedbacks and like how much you help us improve the game. So we are having like different options in mind, but yeah, we're looking forward to show it to you.
So I guess our next question would be like, you guys announced spring and summer testing not too long ago. How long is that gonna last compared to the 4 days of the pre-alpha?
It's still a bit too early to discuss like all the details of the live test, but we're planning to communicate on that probably early next year. So you'll know about it really soon. But I don't have like the exact detail of how long it will last just yet.
Any chance it'll be you guys are at least aiming to be longer than the pre-alpha, more than just like like a few days?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It
Oh,
will be
okay,
longer
okay.
than that. Yeah, I can assure you.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Is with 4 days, there's only so much you can do. I know a lot of people just barely missed out on it. Found out, oh hey, what's this game? Oh, it just ended. 4 days.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, we had the E3 kind of phase, I'd say, but yeah, other than that, we agree, or we all agree that we kind of need more time, even for us, just to test out some things that cannot be tested in just 4 days. So we'll see. But yeah, it will be way longer than that.
So for this live test, is this gonna be like a beta of the game, or
So the spring live test is it's not a beta. It's because we want to get all the feedback from those live tests to kind of improve the game. So it's not called a beta, but I guess it's kind of similar for you. But yeah, it's really about like giving feedback and improving the game again and
okay?
again.
So it's basically
Yeah.
it's basically like going over what was changed after the pre-alpha.
Definitely, yeah. It's really, more similar to what we did on the pre-alpha.
Okay.
We will have a different experience, kind of upgraded based on your feedback, and now we will kind of repeat that and having more feedback too.
Yeah, I think because
Yeah,
I asked that question specifically because a lot of people were like noticing that every time you guys showed up at like whether it be a tournament or convention or stuff, everyone noticed that the build of the game, it still said pre-alpha in the bottom of the corner, which is understandable. Y'all just released the pre-alpha. It's only a few months later. Just didn't know if like that was changing from pre-alpha to alpha or beta or like early access or something like that. Didn't know if like the build, it obviously the numbers changed, but didn't know if like you guys were on a bigger build.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, you can expect like a bigger and improved version during our next live phases. So all the discussion that we have in terms of improvement, they will all be there for you to test out.
Yeah, and I assume with this spring summer testing that you guys are planning, it'll be the same as the pre-alpha. Everyone has access to it. It's just open access. Everyone enjoy the game as it is.
So yeah, I cannot like give you the exact detail of all where how would say everything like what are the steps and everything that we're gonna do, but yeah, you will know about it really soon.
Now going back to the pre-alpha, on the loading screen we saw like dots in different areas of the map. Were those future arena locations?
I think I can answer maybe. Yeah, yeah, I'll say maybe.
We kind of just have this as like a yes or no questions. We're not really looking for too much.
All right, so I'll say maybe.
What I'm very curious about right now is like some of the keybinds are really uncomfortable to play with. Will those be like changeable at all in the next
Yeah,
build?
they will be. Yeah, we're working on it like right
Yes,
now.
what a
It's
godsend.
definitely like kind of a high priority things that
Oh,
we
really?
want to address.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I can't wait to try it out then.
That's awesome. Well, do you guys plan to put maybe some more like in-game communication options? Because I know during the pre-alpha you just had just the 4 options, and I only ever used GG at the end of the game. I don't even remember what the other ones were. But I assume do you guys maybe plan to add more to that aspect?
We don't have really anything planned for the live phase 1 about communication, but we're really interested in having your thoughts on it because we're kind of studying different options. So yeah, if you guys have feedback on what you thought of the chat and what we could the emotes even, if you'd like to have more. And that's a social aspect, if I may say. We would be interested in having those feedback.
I think we did talk a little bit about it in one of the podcasts. I think we mentioned how the pros and cons of having an in-game communication system, whereas you have like on one end you have like the text and the voice chat, and on the other hand you have the polar opposite, which is the pre-alpha build, where you only had 4 preset like commands that you could do, and that was it. And I feel like while that's good on some aspects, it is a little bit limiting, and for some games, especially World Champions, possibly the in-game communication can be used to like improve gameplay, like I'm open, stuff like that.
Yeah, to make more like strategies and
instead of people waving their arms with the letter Y above their heads constantly.
Yeah, that's really a good things to debate on, I'd say, because on one side we had people complaining about more of toxicity in terms of voice chat and even chats, and on the other side there's all it's super useful for strategy, communication, team communication that might be super important in our game. So yeah, we're kind of undecided on that, so any feedback is super welcome at that point.
Yeah, of course, and I totally get that. Like, I'm on the fence too. Like, I've played Rocket League long enough. I've played games with voice chats, some text chats, and of course there's gonna be toxicity. That just comes with multiplayer games. Someone doesn't get their way, just like it aggravates you sometimes.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that the game is fun for everyone, and yeah, that's a tough decision to make.
Well, I think with every kind of competitive game, it doesn't matter how positive the community is. Like, there's always gonna be that one guy that's just kind of not having a good day.
Yeah, so we don't want those guys to kind of ruin the experience for the others. So we're keeping that in mind too.
That's also another thing. We could just add like reports and whatnot. You could just have toxicity reports.
Yeah, definitely something that we are looking at. I think in a community perspective, I think it's kind of important. So yeah, we're looking at this too.
All right. I think I don't have any more questions. I don't know if you had any more anything else to add, Flurp.
Probably not anything that would be allowed to be answered. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, we cannot limit it at that point, but it's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. If you ever had the if you ever had time or wanted to chat again, then just reach out. It's really a pleasure to take that time and discuss the game and the future of it.
Yeah, the pleasure's all ours. Thank you
for real.
Thank you for spending the time to talk to us. It really means a lot.
You're really doing an awesome job with the podcast and everything. Everyone on the team really loved it. I know I already said it to you, but yeah, it's always a pleasure to see that kind of community initiative, and we want to support it as much as we can. Feel free to reach out at any time. I'm always available on Discord if you have questions or concerns or feedback, suggestion, that kind of stuff. That's my role. So make sure.
When's the release date?
Early 2020. Have you heard of that one?
Is it? It's not Q1 though, is it? That's just for live testing. Well, I guess you can't answer that, huh?
No, unfortunately, that's all I can tell you for
we'll
the moment.
just sit here and wait for next year then.
I can't wait.
I don't think.
Yeah, it's
anybody
gonna
can
be
wait.
great. I think we're all super excited to share with you what we've been working so far since E3. It's been so much work. I'm really looking forward to have your feedback on it.
It was really fun talking to you. Really good experience for us and most likely the Lower Champions communities.
Yeah. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Same for you. See ya.
Bye.
See you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this talk with Veronique as much as we did. Huge shout out to Just Reverse for the gameplay footage. Now, the giveaway is still going on. If you want to enter for a free Roller Champions t-shirt, like the video and leave a comment with your Discord ID. The winners will be announced on Christmas via Twitter at RC Podcaster. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the arena.